All right, welcome to Career Explorer, the series where you can learn about available career paths. My hope is that you use this series to explore a new path, to maybe investigate one you've been considering, or to hear about something you've never even considered or thought about, to expand the space of what's possible for your career. Hopefully, by using this as a career panel, a mentorship chat, and an informational interview all rolled into one, you'll come away feeling more informed about next steps in your career. Plus, because these are videos on YouTube, you can watch them from your pajamas if you'd like. My name is Tory Wobber, and I'm a career and leadership coach. And in this series of videos, you'll hear a little bit more about my journey. If you want to learn more about working with me, you can check out the links in the description below. And if you want to subscribe to this series, you'll be able to see different careers profiled week over week. And so when you subscribe, you'll be able to jump in and see that content right away. Just to orient you to how the videos are going to work, I'll post a playlist for each interviewee with separate videos for separate topics so that if you want, you can just tee up the videos and watch them all the way through with autoplay, or you can pick and choose the topics that feel the most relevant to you. Watch as you please. And so to start, I will interview myself. It's a little awkward to be your own interviewee, but I wanted to make sure before I asked these other interviewees to share their journeys that I also shared my own perspective and my own path so that as viewers, you can get a sense of where I'm coming from. So as it is a little awkward, I will interview myself. And as I mentioned, I'm a career and leadership coach. I run my own business and started that business about a year ago. So the first question that I typically ask my interviewees is, when you were 10 years old, would you have pictured yourself doing this role? And for me, the answer is absolutely not. When I was 10 years old, I wanted to be a chemist. I remember having drawn a photo of myself or drawn a picture of myself as a chemist. And it was funny, I pursued that chemistry path for a while until I got to freshman year in college and decided to take the tough organic chemistry class. Not the pre-med, not the intro chemistry class, the organic chemistry for chemists class. And when I was taking that, I was appropriately rerouted in my interest in chemistry. I could not turn the molecules. I could not understand the reactions. And so needed to find something else. And I'm fortunate that at that time, I was also taking a class on primate behavior from two professors, one of whom I'd end up working for as an undergrad, and the other of whom became my PhD advisor. So that passion from that one course my freshman year teed up the next 10 years of my academic life, my career, my early career. And so being flexible to what excites you at a given moment enabled me to take the path that I did. And so my path to becoming a coach started by getting a PhD in human evolutionary biology. I studied chimpanzees and bonobos. I then went and worked in the tech industry. I was a data scientist, people analyst, and growth marketer at Facebook and Google. Spent 7 years there. And then last year started my own business as a coach. And I'm really enjoying coaching individual clients on career transitions and burnout, as well as corporate clients on how to build their business and continue to grow as leaders. And I work with leaders in established corporations as well. I really enjoy what I do, and I enjoy the impact that I get to have. I typically ask folks who I'm interviewing what's enabled you to make decisions along the way in your career. And what's interesting is that the moments I have chosen to move on are typically those where I notice something is out of alignment. I'm frustrated at work. I'm not showing up the way I should be. Something isn't working, and I can't really put my finger on what it is, but something just doesn't fit at that moment in my career. And then at that moment, I decide to explore and pick something else. The way I've done the exploration has differed across my big career moves. So when I made the jump to data science, that was a much more head-focused move, right? It was, this is a growing career path. This is going to open a lot of doors, and I think it'll be pretty fun. And so I made that decision, having been in that place of lack of alignment, and then moving towards something that really seemed fascinating to me. Coaching was more of a heart-centric decision where I said, What are the conversations that I enjoy? What impact do I want to have on the world? And so that gut feeling, that connecting with other folks personally, helping them to find more alignment in their lives, more fulfillment, more growth was going to be really exciting for me. And so again, in my job, I felt that lack of alignment, that sort of something isn't right, and made the decision to move towards something that really excited me. Again, in a more gut sense as opposed to an intellectual sense. And so I've made decisions in my career often at moments when I identify that something isn't working well. I then take the moment to explore and say, what are my options? Pick one, move with it, and iterate along the way. And I've made a number of moves in my career, and this is part of why I enjoy working with folks in this space, because it is hard. It is hard to jump into something new, but I've now landed in something that is so fulfilling for me. And so inspiring others to make that same kind of move and explore options in their career is part of what's inspired me to become a coach and what's inspired me to create this series. So I hope that you find it useful.